place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh 7 downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well,
too. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Now Lawrence to throw. There's Chris Olave. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Second down, here's Davis Price, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Anthony Hitchens brought down. It's a gain of 3.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo now. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with the touchdown reception.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
From the shotgun, Lawrence throwing quickly to Wilson.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he completes it to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
He gets this one to Davis Price. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Davis-Price gets this one out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Davis-Price will try to pick it up. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Olave over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Olave holds it in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers about ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Here's Lawrence. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And that game tied 21-all in the second quarter. A lot of offense there. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Joe Burrow, sharp in the victory as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the...
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Myers' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up.
led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Lawrence. The pass caught by Olave. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Lawrence going to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this from 34. McPherson's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 48.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Lawrence. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. This one taken in by Olave. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I
don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. McPherson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Packers get set to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They'll start with Davis-Price on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
2nd down, and again it's Davis-Price. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended, given 3 yards on the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, Lawrence over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Barkley again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. McPherson's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Garoppolo on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Olave. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle with Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, got them short of the marker. McPherson's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 9. A little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Now Garoppolo. Able to find Judy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the action.